Hello and welcome to the first episode of my Hytale podcast, HypodTale, because I couldn't use the name Highcast because that's already taken. Um, this is basically just a series where we sit down, obviously, for a podcast, talk about 3 or 4 things, and today the main topic of the video is a possible Hytale convention. As far as I know, Hypixel hasn't said anything about it, but I just wanted to share my thoughts on how a Hytale convention can go. There will be timestamps in the description of this video for the different parts of it, so you don't have to just watch the whole video. I know some people only come for certain parts. That's okay. Yeah, timestamps in the comment section. So we have 3 main things we're going to be talking about today, but first I'd like to give a couple quick shout-outs. 2 of them are to people who I noticed subscribed to my YouTube channel because I got notifications. So we have Baby Kermit and Furtastic Studios. Thank you both so much. I know you subscribe to the for the animation stuff, and even if you've unsubscribed because you're not into gaming or whatever, uh, that's fine. I just like to say thank you for subscribing, even if it was for the animation stuff. That, for those of you who don't know, there's a whole playlist of my unlisted videos, for old animation videos I used to make just shortly ago. But anyway, and then the last one is Kersojan Hytale. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but either way, he's going to be in the description so you can find his channel. He's a smaller Hytale YouTuber, and I know my shout out's not going to do anything, but I just wanted to say he seems to make good content, and I just wanted to give him a shout out. I was actually his 100th subscriber, which I thought was cool. So go over there if you go over there and tell him congrats on 100 subscribers. But anyway, the 3 things we had to talk about today are Hycon, a possible Hytale convention that could be really cool, because I really do believe that Hytale is a big enough game that it can make a convention based around just it as a game, and that's an amazing thing about it. And then we have Hytale in 2021, and Hytale over the years. So just how Hytale will and needs to evolve over the years. And so, yeah, that's our schedule for today. Now that we've got the shout outs out of the way, and I'll be getting to it now. Excuse me. So, anyway, we're going to start with Hytale in 2021. I'm sure most of you know who like Hytale and have been following it that it's scheduled for a 2021 release date, and that kind of bummed a lot of us out, but also got us more excited because the game looks amazing in the trailer. I would spend $60 on that alone, even like minus all the extra gameplay we'd seen. I would spend $60, probably more, on that alone. And I'm really excited for Hytale, but the thing is, I'm a console gamer. I'm gonna have to switch over to PC because it's not going to be out for console for a while, supposedly, which I'm perfectly okay with. I'm really excited for Hytale that I'm willing to just pick up a PC to play Hytale alone. So I'm going to talk about the reasons, the obvious reasons that Hytale in 2021 will probably end up being for the better, and want some pros and cons basically. So start with the pros. Obviously, it gives them more time to work on it, more time to make it better. Remember, we've got we don't know when in 2021 it'll be released, but it could be a year from now. So they have either a year, give or take, to work on the game, and we've already seen so much amazing stuff. 130 plus mobs, to my knowledge, that are in the game, and so many cool features, and just you'd have to watch the trailer because it would take me 10 minutes to list them all off, and I want to try and keep this video either at 10 minutes or just under. Um, so, and then there are obviously the negatives, like more time waiting for the game, in my opinion, gives us more time to, I don't want to say create unrealistic expectations, but that's really what I mean. I've been getting so excited, like, oh, what if this happens, and what if this happens, and it's not unrealistic expectations, but just expectations that I'd be kind of disappointed if they weren't in the game, because it's just small details that would make me happy, and I feel like I'm not the only person who does that. So that's one of the biggest negatives about having to wait so long. And another thing is, obviously, they just might lose some hype. Like, the hype might go down, but that's what us Hytale YouTubers are really trying to do, keep the hype alive. Uh, Most Minecraft YouTubers, and there's nothing wrong with this, just kind of milked it for what it was in the time that it was. Like, not milked it, that's the wrong word to use, but they made videos about it when it first came out, but they have their own content, so they went back to that. But us Hytale YouTubers, I may be new to it, but I've been hyped for Hytale since the trailer came out. I just finally decided I wanted to start a Hytale channel. But yeah, that's what us Hytale YouTubers are trying to do. Keep the hype. We're gonna keep the hype most definitely. Like Quebec Corner, Canadian Flash, two of my favorites, Kerojan Hytale, Hytale News, Highcast. I think Highcast deserves some love too. If you will go over to their channel, they're pretty small. Um, anyway, so we're gonna move on to the next topic. Hytale over the years. Now, I hear talk about how Hytale is not going to be a update the whole thing, update every update they want to get out in the first 10 months, and that's great. Like, they want to span it over years, which is absolutely an amazing idea. Like, but they need to make sure, in my eyes, that they don't do what's going on with Minecraft, especially on Pocket Edition, which is what I more normally, where they where they where they don't take a year to add in updates that I'm sure they could do in half that time or less. I'm not a game developer, so I don't want to tell them how to do their job, but I feel like there's a good chance they always seem to, when things are first announced, um, to keep it. They always seem to have more done than they should for taking another year to work on it. Which, again, I'm not a game developer, so I shouldn't really bash them for that too much. But it's just they need to make sure that updates are fluent, that not just bug fixes, obviously bug fixes, but it hopefully shouldn't take a year to add in one new mob, if you know what I mean. Um, for Hytale, even if it does, it probably won't matter, because how many mobs do we have already? Over 130, maybe more. Um, but anyway, probably on to the last topic now, because we're kind of running out of time. The topic I was the most excited for, Hycon. That's just what I think it should definitely be called. I thought about this. Excuse me. Thought about this the other day. Just, it would be so cool to see a convention like built around Hytale. I'm sure they could do it, like have multiple ones in multiple locations. Kind of like VidCon is mostly centered around YouTube and Twitch and stuff. But that's beside the point. Anyway, I could just imagine people coming and cosplaying as Varen and Gaia. Varen's actually my favorite character, even though we know nothing hardly about the characters. I just think he looks like a really cool villain. Like, both looks like, and he seems to be cool. I'm a really big fan of the way that Hytale's story is probably going to go, like with the with more of a Skyrim-like approach. I don't know if that's the right analogy, but I said to my friend, it kind of reminds me of Oblivion. Like, you'll be able to, from what I understand, you'll probably be able to take side quests from Quebecs and other. I'm really looking forward to seeing other kinds of friendly allies, like villagers in Minecraft or Quebecs. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm hoping there's more humanoid creatures. Yeah, and I could just imagine there being panels there for the biggest Hytale YouTubers. Hopefully, we can get our community, not my community, our community, to be called that, one of the biggest Hytale communities. Even though I probably don't deserve it as much as Quebec Corner or Canadian Flash does. They've been grinding since the beginning, and like I said, it's not that I haven't been insanely excited for it since the trailer dropped, but they've just been hammering out videos ever since. And yeah, I finally decided I wanted to pick up my camera, and I was trying to pursue other things with YouTube, but enough of my stupid excuses. That's probably going to do it for this episode. The next one will probably be about playable races and what I think that has potential for, especially on uh, online community servers. That's another thing, online community servers, that we're going to talk about in the next one. So I truly hope you all enjoyed the first episode of my podcast. I said with air quotes. And I'll see you guys in the next video.